Okay. Hello. Come on in. It's nice to meet you. Come on in. Have a seat with me. I hope you didn't get into too much traffic on your way over today.
No, it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Well, my name is Jessica Coates. I'm the owner of Twin Sisters Bakery, and we've started expanding, and I've got a family. You know, I love my job, but we're looking for a manager in the store. You know, I can't be there all the time. I'm so busy, so we're looking for some more people to bring in.
Well, what about your twin sister?
Well, she's on the West Coast. She's a little, she's a little preoccupied on the opposite coast, so, So we're looking for local people to help out the bakery here. But, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right? So, and I'm going to take some notes if you don't mind.
Sure.
So can you describe yourself a little for me?
Well, I'm about 5'11". I'm a white male. Let's see. I've got a little facial hair right now. I need to shave. What else would you like to know?
That's good. So why did you choose business management for your career path?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. It came down to this girl in college. She was taking the class, and, she wanted me to take it with her, so I did, and it didn't work out.
Oh, okay. Well, do you plan to further your education anymore?
No, not really. I think that the education level that I have right now is sufficient enough to get a job.
Okay. Well, now, how do you work under pressure?
Well, it depends on the type of pressure.
Okay. Well, let's say you've got, 15 orders of bread going out, and you've got an hour to get it done, How would you handle that?
How many employees do I have?
Well, we currently have 5 that will be working in the mornings, because that's our busiest time of the day, and we'll have about 3 in the evenings.
Okay. I normally delegate, authority pretty well under pressure, and, just try to do one task at a time. It's kind of like eating an elephant. You eat it one bite at a time.
Okay. That's a good analogy. Okay, so what motivates you to put forth your greatest efforts? I mean, what really drives you?
My children.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, you just mentioned you have children. Are you willing to work shift work or weekends or overtime? Because as a manager, sometimes those occasions do arise.
No.
All right. Are you highly proficient with computers? Because we do have to keep inventory, and you will be working with computers.
Yes.
All right. Now, tell me about any management experience that you currently have.
Well, I used to manage a parts store, AutoZone. I've done that. I've managed a warehouse before. I was in the Air Force for 8 years, so I had some supervisor experience at that point.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. Now, what type of salary range are you looking for this position?
Well, I was thinking $60,000 a year.
Okay. All right. Now, of course, I'll have to confer with my sister on that, and we'll get back with you. Now, do you have any questions for me?
When can I start?
Well, tomorrow morning, let me confer with my sister, and we can get everything handled this evening.
Okay.
It's all right. Is that it? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
No, we're just going to roll through. Okay.
Hello, my name's Joseph Foodie. How you doing today?
Hi, Joseph. I'm Jessica Coates.
That's nice. How would you describe yourself?
Well, I'm a very hard worker, very, very diligent. I try to always put my best foot forward and try really hard with everything that I do.
So, the position you're applying for today at this daycare center is a nurse. Okay, the daycare center nurse. What do you think you've learned in college?
Well, in college, I had to work with a lot of kids at first, because I did go in to be a school teacher, and I found that Teaching wasn't really my passion, but a nurse was. But I enjoyed working with the children. You know, I always enjoyed that aspect, but I just felt like I was more called to take care of people, but I still love the children.
So what are your strengths?
I'm very, very open-minded. I'm very, you know, acceptable to change. I'm willing to work with, you know, anyone, anything I have to do to get the job done, you know.
What are some of your weaknesses?
Well, I must say, my boyfriend tells me that I procrastinate quite a good bit, and that is something that I am trying to work on, so I guess that would have to be one of my weaknesses.
So why do you want to work for this company?
Well, like I said earlier, you know, I really love kids, you know, and I wanted to be a nurse, and I just think that working as the nurse in the daycare, that just combines both of my loves. You know, I really think I would be an asset.
How do you work under pressure?
Well, I'm actually really good under pressure. It gets my mind running, and, you know, that's when my best ideas come into my head.
Do you prefer to work alone or with other people?
I enjoy working with other people. I enjoy getting to talk to people and, you know, that human contact.
If hired, when could you start?
I could start right now if you needed me to, you know. So.
I do have a couple questions for you that are kind of, you know, a little touchy, I'm sure. How do you explain your gaps in your resume?
Well, you know, I went to school and got out of school, had a family, so I wanted to take some time off to devote it to my children. I didn't want my job to suffer, and I didn't want my family to suffer, and I had to find a way to balance it, and I finally found a way to balance all that, and, you know, so I don't feel like my job would suffer or my family now.
And why do you think you're qualified for this position?
Well, I do have my 4 years bachelor's degree for my RN. You know, I've worked with children in the past when I was in college, working with them there. And then I've also worked at the YMCA. So I have worked with children outside of just an instructional setting.
Well, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir, I actually do. I was just wondering how my performance would be evaluated.
Well, we do a monthly evaluation performance report, or as we like to call it, an EPR. And every month your supervisor will sit down and assess your work in the, you know, different aspects that are on the evaluation performance report. And at that point, you'll find out, you know, how you're doing.
Okay, wonderful. And could you tell me a little bit about your benefits package?
Well, we have 401k, and we have, you know, major medical with the dental program. You know, we have sick leave. We take 13 days off a year for, you know, holidays and that type of thing. Any other questions?
No, sir. That's it. Thank you very much for your time.
Just drop off your resume with HR, and we'll let you know something.
Thank you very much.